My best friend Sarah secretly recorded all our private conversations and sold them to my ex-boyfriend's lawyer during our custody battle. Now, she's screwed because of one big mistake. Sarah and I had been inseparable for 8 years. She was my maid of honor, my daughter's godmother, the person I called at 2 a.m. when my marriage was falling apart. When my ex-husband Tyler started his custody battle claiming I was an unstable parent, Sarah held me while I cried, promising we'd get through it together. Record everything, she advised. Document his behavior. Don't let him twist your words. I never realized she was following her own advice about me. The custody hearing was going well. Tyler's claims of instability were falling apart against my steady employment, clean home visits, and glowing character references. Then his lawyer stood up with a flash drive. Your Honor, we have recordings that demonstrate the mother's concerning behavior. My lawyer objected. What recordings? These weren't in discovery. They were just provided by a concerned third party who fears for the child's safety. The first recording played. It was me, exhausted after 3 nights of Emma's stomach flu, saying to Sarah, sometimes I fantasize about just getting in the car and driving away, just for a day, just to sleep. Every parent has thought this, but edited without context, without Sarah's voice reassuring me, without the part where I said I'd never actually leave, it sounded damning. The second recording, Tyler's right, I'm probably screwing Emma up. I yelled at her for spilling juice yesterday. What kind of mother yells about juice? Again, no context. No Sarah telling me I was a great mom. No mention that I'd immediately apologized to Emma and we'd cleaned up together while singing. 17 recordings total. 6 months of vulnerable moments, exhausted confessions, normal parenting frustrations, all edited to create a narrative of an unstable mother who regretted having her child. I knew that editing style. Sarah was a podcast producer. She knew exactly how to cut audio to change meaning. Who provided these? I asked my lawyer during recess. He checked the documentation. Anonymous, but they had to sign an affidavit. S. Morrison. Sarah Morrison. I confronted her that night. She didn't even deny it. Tyler offered me $10,000. She said simply, I need the money. You know I'm struggling. You sold out my daughter's future for $10,000? You'll get partial custody. It's not like you'll never see her. Sarah, you edited those recordings. You made me sound like a monster. I just removed the unnecessary parts. The unnecessary parts were you telling me I was a good mom. She shrugged. Tyler's a good dad. Emma will be fine with him. Tyler cheated with 3 different women. That doesn't affect his parenting. The betrayal went deeper. Sarah had been gathering information for months. She'd offered to babysit Emma, then documented every tantrum. She'd suggested wine during our venting sessions, then recorded me sounding tipsy. She'd asked leading questions about my mental health, my finances, my dating life, all while secretly building Tyler's case. The worst part? She'd used her psychology degree to make it sound clinical. The affidavit described my concerning patterns of behavior and risk factors for child welfare, using just enough professional language to sound credible. But Sarah had made one crucial mistake. She'd recorded herself too. My lawyer subpoenaed her phone and computer. The full recordings were there, including her parts, including her coaching me through panic attacks, telling me I was an amazing mother, admitting she was editing things for clarity. Most damning was a text thread with Tyler. I can make her sound however you need. Give me a week to get the really bad stuff. Tyler, just need enough for primary custody. Sarah, getting her drunk tonight. She always spirals about parenting when she drinks. Tyler, perfect. The retainer fee cleared. Sarah hadn't just betrayed me for $10,000. She'd been on Tyler's payroll for months. The judge was furious. The recordings were thrown out as manipulated evidence. Tyler's lawyer faced an ethics review. Sarah was charged with perjury for her false affidavit claiming the recordings were unedited documentation of concerning behavior. I got primary custody. Tyler got supervised visits after the judge saw how he'd orchestrated the whole scheme. Sarah lost everything. Her podcast network dropped her when the story broke. She was sued by 3 other clients who realized she might have manipulated their audio. The $10,000 went to legal fees. She moved back with her parents in Ohio. Last month, she sent me a long apology email. Said she was in therapy. Realized she'd been jealous of my life, my daughter, my everything. She'd wanted to hurt me while getting paid for it. I didn't respond, but I did send her one thing. A recording of Emma asking, "Where's Aunt Sarah? Doesn't she love me anymore?" Unedited.